Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Guild Wars 1 Let's Play. We're here in Eye of the North, taking a look, still following the Ebon Vanguard. I don't think I've ever actually shown this, but like, the area that this campaign takes place in is like up here and down here, just so we kind of get like an idea of where we are on the map. We're currently over here. Most of the campaign is up here or down here, which is actually funny because that means at some point they had to add this section of the map, right? So like there was a point in time where like the coast is probably here and then this landmass was added. In fact, you can kind of tell where it was smashed together, I think, like right around here. But it's just kind of funny. We're here in Long Eyes Ledge. We are currently looking for the Ebon Vanguard. And this area is the Char Homelands. It gives off very heavy pre-searing vibes, because that's kind of like the area where it was, if you remember pre-searing hundreds of episodes ago. It has been 100 episodes. Nightfall was like 60-some episodes. I think Cantha was 40-some, and Prophecies was 50-some. Yeah, I think it's been almost like 150 episodes since we've been in pre-searing, so heavy pre-searing vibes. I really like it. I dig it. But we're looking for any sort of information about the Ebon Vanguard's whereabouts. This mission is quite interesting because normally how you handle it is you basically run around this entire like place looking for stuff, but I actually know where you need to go to grab the mission. So it's this helmet here. You talk to the helmet. You tell that great battle took place on the spot. Below you is battered and broken Vanguard helmet. The Ebon Vanguard definitely fought here. You should examine the helmet more carefully. Examine the helmet. The battlefield.
There was a great fight here, and recently.
This is Captain Langmar's helmet. The Ebon Vanguard fell here. Those damn savages killed them all.
Gwen, I know what you're going through.
No, you don't. These animals took everything from me. My parents, my home, my freedom.
I'm from the same place. What do you mean?
The Ebon Vanguard were my friends, my fellow warriors. Now the Char have taken them as well.
Taken may be the operative word. There are not enough corpses.
You're right, Vec. There's only a handful of dead bodies. How large was Captain Langmar's force?
About 40, men and women.
So there are survivors. Prisoners, most likely.
Death is better than being a prisoner of the Char. We must make those animals pay. We must go after them.
Then you're in luck, Buka. It sounds like they're coming to us.
You're in luck, Buka. Buka is what the Asurans call non-Asurans. I know it's been a while since we've actually mentioned it or talked about it, so Vec and Ogden were two of the characters there. And they are kind of the two main characters who join us on our journey. They're kind of the first ones we run into. And story-wise, they follow us for the entirety of the campaign. There's other heroes and characters we'll meet, and they're sort of more sectioned off to their individual sections. Like when primarily being an Ebon Vanguard-based character. But Ogden and Vec kind of show up in all of the different stories. Kind of as like our main party members, if you will. There's kind of, it's so weird that they don't use people like Aiden, Devana, and them in cutscenes. Like, they're people that are really important, like, lore-wise to the game and stuff, because they're technically on these missions with you. Like, that, it's a little confusing, but the way the Guild Wars story kind of works is that Devana, Aiden, Sin, Menlo, Eve are also members of your party, basically, at the same time. So it's you plus them who are going on all these adventures and doing stuff, plus whoever you're meeting in the actual regions. They sometimes aren't present for the beginning of stories, but it's just really weird how they're never mentioned in like cutscenes and stuff like that when they are, for all intensive purposes, always part of the team. Like, you figure they could have been part of the cutscenes, and we could have got a lot more to know about them, but I don't know. And, like, originally my thing was, oh, they're not heroes, so why would they? But the thing is, like, why aren't they heroes? When they decided that they were going to add the hero system, why weren't those characters the first characters they made heroes? I don't know. That'd be something I'd love to ask an old Guild Wars dev about. Why sort of like the main quote-unquote cast aren't actually heroes. Or never turned into heroes. I wonder if there was a problem with like making it work or something. We still have quite a bit of the Guild Wars Let's Play to go. But as always, I am actually taking suggestions into mind when we're talking about the next games we're going to be playing on the channel. At the moment, I'm thinking I might play Morrowind. Or we might do something silly. Not exactly sure what I want to do right now. Where's the Vanguard captives? What have you done to them? You slaughter your way through my camp and demand information. You'll find no answers here, only death. Let's try to... It's a Devourer catapult. These are kind of a new mob that's in this area. A lot of Char, obviously, because it's the Char homelands. Get it. Not too bad. Like I said, there's also titles associated with these different zones here. I don't know if we actually have any yet. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, here it is. Ebon Vanguard title track. So this affects the Ebon Vanguard skills based on what level of a rep you have, and it also gives you a bonus based on how high you are. I may have underestimated this, or overestimated how long this mission is. We totally could have done it in the previous episode. My apologies. I'm looking over at the time right now, and it's only 8 minutes. We definitely could have done this in the previous episode. I kind of remember this taking me longer. But anyway.
A lot of dead Char, but no sign of the Ebon Vanguard.
Aye, I can see why the girl hates them. They fight well. And dirty.
Come, that Buka girl has gone crazy.
Die, you mongrel!
Gwen, what are you doing?
I'm doing my job. Killing Char.
You are a brave little mouse. Unlock the door and see how brave you are.
Just shut up and die!
Kill me, and you'll never see your friends alive.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hold on, Gwen.
Why? He's a Char. No better than the rest.
The Char you killed are no friends of mine, Mouse. They captured my warband and your precious soldiers. Both are marked for death.
What do you mean? Speak clearly or I'll let her finish the job.
The Char here were members of the Shaman caste. They led us into worshipping false gods. My warband disagreed with the Shamans, and they were captured, as were your people.
He's lying. All Char are evil.
Some of us are more evil than others.
What happened to the others?
I want a deal, mate.
What happened to our people?
I need your aid to rescue my people. You need mine to find yours.
And we can trust you?
No. But if the mouse kills me, you'll lose the chance.
All right. Let him out.
No!
We have a deal, Char. But I'll be watching you.
I Empire Fish Shot. Your enemies are mine.
You try anything, and I will personally gut you.
I would expect no less from one such as you.
He said, "Oh, trap me, bitch." But yeah, it's Pyro Fierce Shot, our new member of the party, who I will not be using because he's a ranger, and rangers are. Ugh. But yeah, new member of the party. Let's talk to Pyre for a second.
Tread carefully.
Him and Gwen have an interesting little back and forth semi-relationship. Not that she, it makes sense why she's completely untrusting of him, but I kind of like that he does accept that more or less that the Char are, in fact, all evil. Like, at least from a human's perspective, they are almost all evil. He just says that some are more evil than others, implying that, well, they're not necessarily free from their actions. But anyway, that there still are better Char. There's interesting stuff there that the shaman caste. So the Chars live in like a caste system that like the higher caste essentially trick the average Char to kind of do their bidding. Interesting. It's the first time we really hear about like Chars not all being like kind of like a one-minded, killing machine. If you're to find your Ebon Vanguard, we must first rescue my warband. I have fought alongside them since birth. Like me, they've been branded as heretics by Hierophant Burnt Soul, who sent the Char Shaman Scorch Maulclaw to hunt us. My warband is now held by Maulclaw's chief torturer, Flame Master, Maultooth. The shamans was less and worshipping the Titans, but the death of those false gods, they now seek to install a new set of deities, the beasts you call Destroyers. Scorch's base is at Doomlore Shrine northeast of here. Rescue my friends, we might find them where Baron Soul has taken yours. Char worshipping destroyers were madness, we must help them. So this makes me think that there's maybe, while you do have the choice to pick whichever one of the groups you want to start with, that you're maybe supposed to do like the Norn first or something, because we actually don't really know what the destroyers are at this point. So they were in the cutscene, if you remember, all the way back at the scrying pool. They're like the lava creatures that live underground. But we really don't know that much about them and haven't really interacted with them. We would have interacted with them more if we had started with the Norn campaign. Pick up a bounty. But yeah, I think we might do one of the Let's Plays I've been toying around with after we finish Guild Wars is doing a game called Black Desert Online. It's another MMO. It's an Eastern style MMO that's been around for quite a few years at this point. It's relatively popular in its niche of like grindy PvP based MMOs. It's basically the best one of those on the market. Quite fun if you're into that kind of stuff. But over the years, they've kind of actually been adding more of a story to it. And it's got such a cool world that I kind of want to do a Let's Play and just show it off. Because it is like a grindy game that not a lot of people play. Like, it does have a decent population, but a large majority of people will never play it. But it has a really cool world that they've done a lot, especially recently, to kind of add more to. So I thought that might be a fun Let's Play to do. It's a game I go back to about for 2 or 3 months every year. It's quite fun if you haven't tried it. I would recommend it. If it is your kind of game, you'll definitely get a lot of enjoyment out of it. But anyway, back to our Guild Warsing. Still Pyre with us. Oh, and I'll have to remember to pick up the extra heroes. There are, like I said, this campaign contains 1 hero of each profession. Actually, a pretty good smothering of races, too. Smothering maybe isn't the right term. Grouping. Pretty good grouping of different races as well. But I'll have to remember to pick up the side ones. I'll probably pick up the side ones on one of my main characters, just because if I don't have them, I kind of want a character that has all the heroes and everything unlocked. But yeah, here is... Here's Doomlore Shrine. This is pretty cool. This is something that I like, is whenever they use a outpost that we're eventually going to go to, or, you know, be in at some point as a part of an explorable mission. I'll keep the gate open, find Scorch McClaw, and tear out his spleen. Kill the humans. These are Char Hunter beasts. These are new to... they're not new. They're basically very similar models to a mob we saw in Factions, the, like, stone lions. But they're new to the Char faction as of Eye of the North. Alright, here's Scorch McClaw. Let's get him. Move out of that. Drain his enchantment. He is an Ellie, so his spells are going to hurt if they hit us. There we go. Cutscene. The Warband. We're getting the band back together.
So where are your friends, Char?
Run! On more! Show your mangy hides!
Yo, he was clipping through the tree.
We didn't see them.
And you wouldn't, unless they wanted it that way.
Fire! You should be dead.
That was the Hierophant's plan. It didn't take.
Now you're reduced to working with meat. How the son of Vadlaw has fallen.
Watch. He's going to turn on us now that his friends are here.
Is this your warband, Pyre?
I am Gron Fierceclaw. This is Bonwar Fiercebleed.
Who else of the band lives?
Seer, Cow, Roan. The priests have taken them below.
Then we must follow. I'll need you two to stand watch out here, Gron.
We can't let them go!
I thought you didn't like having my friends around, Mouse.
Give me an excuse and I will cut you down. You and your friends.
Gwen, stand down. Pyre, we want to recover our men.
And you will. But for the moment, you must trust me just a bit longer. We must work together.
So we saved 2 of Pyre's friends, and now we gotta go get the rest. Let's turn in this quest here.
You want
I enjoyed watching you toy with your prey, Mouse. Unlike other humans, you're more than just a walking, smiling meat. I am almost impressed by the ruthless way you handled my destroyer-worshipping kindred? Destroyer-worshipping kindred. Is that correct? Almost. Hey, there we go. Oh. Let's go do this real quick, actually. So, I believe we have to go back to Eye of the North, and we can talk to the rank guy. Is it the Vanguard Herald?
What news?
Yes, it is. Okay. So, he gave us a buff that we now have whenever we have this title on that gives us armor and adrenaline whenever we hit a char, we get armor bonus versus char, extra adrenaline when you hit a char, and energy whenever you kill a char. Pretty cool. Each one of the 3 like sides that we go for each have one of these buffs, and there's even a 4th for the dwarves. And they're kind of useful in their own areas. They're not super game altering like the Lightbringer title was. The Lightbringer title is like, you know, if you're in the area, it's a 40% damage increase or whatever. Not as big as that, but they're still pretty cool buffs. But anyway, that's going to be all for today. I want to thank you all for coming out. I hope you have a great day, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.